Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Planet Crafter. It's been a bit of a week for me, uh, mainly because I apparently had started my week a little early. So this is going up a day early, just like the last two days are going up a day early, and I'm gonna probably be ending my week on Wednesday instead of Thursday. So with that though, I'm just gonna hop right into this. Let me see if I can remember where I left off. Um, in the doorway. Okay. Uh, all right. So we were just getting started with liquid water. We're about 18% in. We had gotten rain. All of this seems like it's climbing at a steady rate. And oh, that's a bit weird. Okay. I guess it's getting darker out. What was I doing? I was probably building stuff. What do I need? I don't know. Oh, right. I had just made a reactor. Uh, Hold on. Something's not right here. I'm not sprinting. What are my controls here? Sprint, run, shift. There we go. Alright. I don't know why that was turned off, but maybe it just turns off every time you log in. Okay, so what am I doing today? Probably gonna do some exploring. I've got, see, quite a bit of this unlocked. I'm just setting this up a bit. I like to have my just like the last two things I've unlocked show, and then just a progress of everything locked that I need to unlock still to the right. That way I have a little bit of an idea of the most recent stuff that I've done, and then I can also see how much more I have to go. Alright, so let me just check my storage here. Looks like I have 3 golden seeds I could still be using. Um, and then these could definitely use a bit of sorting. So that might be another thing I do, is to sort this out. Um, Harvest that. Uh, Maybe get um, my base a little bit more organized. Um, what I'm trying to wait on, though, is one of these blueprints. I don't think I have any currently extra. No. I'm waiting. What is that? I just... Does it just show your energy now? What is going on here? Nope, because that's not right at all. I have no idea what that is. Oh, was that just this showing me how much... Okay, I see. That's how much energy it's using. I had no idea why it was staying up on the screen like that. Anyway, let me see. I think as I was looking at that stuff, I want to build a water collector that will, of course, help me get water as I'm running out of ice. And, yeah. So, what do I need for this? I need iron, silicon, magnesium. Iron, magnesium, silicon. And then cobalt, aluminum, super alloy. Aluminum, cobalt. I have no super alloy. Okay. In that case, I also need to build an advanced crafting station. So 3 aluminum and a titanium. Titanium. I do not have titanium. It's something, maybe that was just one of the machines that was running beside me. I thought I heard like the beginning of a meteor strike or something. So I need titanium. There's one right here. Okay. So I need to build myself an advanced crafting station because I didn't for quite a while. Alright, where is it? There it is. It is very big. I'm just going to put it off over here. Hopefully that doesn't take up too much space. And then here allows me to craft some of my jetpack. Okay, interesting. Allows me to craft super alloy. Super alloy is just one of each of your basic and aluminum, or aluminium, as some people say. I don't have a real preference. I pronounce it aluminum, but I spell it aluminium. Oh, I do have some left over here. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, don't want to deconstruct. What am I missing for this? Titanium? Yeah. And I only grabbed one out here. So, grab another titanium. Yep, I know my hydration is low. Oh, there's just like 3 titanium sitting right here. Just gonna grab this real quick. And ice to turn into water. And we'll get this super alloy made. Where am I going? Right here. Water. Okay. And so now I should have enough for this. So now, aluminum, cobalt. Now I'm probably up. Nope. Aluminum. I still had a few there too. Alright. What am I missing? Nothing. Okay. Now I can put this out here. Somewhere. It's big. Okay. Let's just place this right here for now. And wow. Didn't think I'd run it that low. Really? Oh, right. I was looking at the 203, not the how much I had to spare. Alright, so temporarily, I guess I'm going to build another one of these, or put one of these back up, because I don't have the super alloy for reactor. So, 2 cobalt, iron, aluminum, silicon, magnesium. Oh, there's magnesium. Okay. So I'll just put one of these back up. Get power running again. Alright. Now, this can start collecting water. I can hold 4 of that. I can put some of this away. And I can go exploring. I think I had... Now let's take oxygen, beans. That sounds like a meteor strike. Yeah. Okay. So what do I need for exploration? Extra food, extra air, probably some extra water. Did I have any ice left over in here? No. I think I'll wait for that to settle down. That's a good question, actually. So, it didn't save my key bindings. So pardon while I have to remember what my key bindings were. So I do only have a tier 3 oxygen. But I need super alloy for a tier 4. Is that the same here? Yeah. Okay, so I need to find... I mean, I assume that there's like a way to find super alloy. But maybe there isn't. Maybe I just have to craft it every time. In here, everything is still locked. I'm just kind of waiting out the storm, because it's never a good idea to go running out there when things are falling from the sky. Alright, that kind of seems good. So let me just grab another thing of ice or 2. Since there's like 3 right here. Just grab that. I'll make some water for the road. Put the other 2 ice away. Eat one of those because I'm getting hungry. Alright, so now, if I remember correctly, there's just a few more things in this ship over here. I'm just, at this point, if it looks ship-like, I'm just going to call it a ship. I don't know if it is actually. It looks like it was part of a ship. It looks like it crashed, so I'm just going to call it a ship. Unless it's not. Some things are probably different. So, right, there's a bunch of stuff in the way. My light. Alright, so if I remember correctly, I got most of this stuff back here. Oh. Alright. Yeah. I got that. Can deconstruct that for a little more iron. At some point, you know, I will have plenty of iron, but right now I'm still, you know, picking stuff off the ground. In here, there's this. A couple more plants. I think I got that as well. Yeah. Okay, so there wasn't much left in here. Is this a door that... No? Okay. Alright, so for the moment, I think that's pretty much taken care of. I'm still going to leave the shelter here because there's this whole area over here that I need to go explore. And I just saw this and a treasure over here. I'm going to call them treasures. It's a chest of goodies. It's not necessarily a treasure chest, but to me it's treasure. Alright. And then, having done that, I think I'm going to head up to that other one that I saw. Oh, interesting. The meteorites also bring aluminum. That's good to know. Okay, so my plan is to go up over to that one over there and start hunting through it for whatever it may hold. My goal is to get some more blueprints. I want to. Oops, I need 3 iron to take with me. Actually, no, I already have a thing built up there. Everything else can stay. Okay, so why am I taking 3 iron? So I can build another locker. And looks like I'm already thirsty. I do kind of wish that the crafting station could, or the advanced crafting station could craft everything that the normal one could. It'd let you save just a little bit of room, but I guess the advanced crafting station is more of a specialty stuff, so I can understand. It's only got the really good stuff. Grab aluminum. And yeah, I'm gonna call it aluminum. And I already said this. I spell it aluminium, but I pronounce it aluminum. I don't know why. So I want more blueprints because other than the obvious fact of it lets me craft things that I can't craft normally. There's one specific thing, if I recall correctly, that is in the blueprints, and that is a construction, a building construction that's basically 4 rooms put together. So, what's the difference? Well, there's less pillars, I guess. Like when you put a room right over here, you've got an archway that gets built that takes up a lot of the side space. The big 2x2 room doesn't have a lot of that space filled up. So you actually get more space with the big room than you would normally. So I kind of want to get that before I start expanding the base. And we can now build a biolab. Excellent. I will definitely check that out when I get up there. Is it warm enough yet? It does look like this is actually melting. Starts melting at 100. That's iron. So yeah, I can come in here now. Excellent. That gives me access to osmium and sulfur. That's kind of cool. Might as well just grab this. I might even need to make a couple of trips because all of this is going in storage. What is this going to start melting at? 5 of whatever the next stage is. Okay. But just with how much I am finding already, I know that it's going to take me a little bit. Okay. Good. I can still get out of here. But yeah, I'm going to need to make a few trips just to take everything back with me. I might even need to make several lockers just to hold everything that I'll find in here. Alright, lights on. heading in here. Let's just follow the left wall and see where that takes us. Alright, more super alloy. Hey. I'm happy for that. Make sure that there's not something like on the shelves in here. Stuff like that. I can deconstruct this. It looks like there's a heater, a tier 1 heater. So maybe I should have come in here earlier. But here's a blueprint. Just because it seems like they want you to find the tier 1 heater before you find that tier 2 heater that was in the other crashed ship. So I may have skipped ahead a little bit. But, you know, that's the thing with exploration. You don't really know where you're supposed to go. And, you know, exploring is kind of a thing of its own. Alright, so more stuff, and that looks like it's filled up my inventory already. So, oh, I also have to keep in mind I do have oxygen I need to be aware of. I am carrying an extra one, just in case, though. And oxygen containers, they fill it up. They fill your tank to capacity. So, so the bigger the tank you have, the better those refills get. Okay. Back out here. Gonna head back inside. Yeah, I know my light's on, but I was coming back in anyway, so I didn't see the need to turn it off as I left. Alright, so that was this container. Oh, we've got things blocking our way here. It does take quite a bit of time for it to deconstruct. Oh, there is a tier 2 heater in here. Okay, well, maybe I'm not necessarily supposed to come here first. Oh, a couple of chests. Oh, another blueprint. Excellent. I guess I could eat food here first. We'll come back. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. I'll come back in a second here. Drop all this stuff off. And definitely gonna make multiple trips to get everything back. But I think primarily I might just... my initial trip will just be everything that I need to take with me. Like all the good stuff, I guess. And I can actually store that there. I'll have to drink the water soon. Alright. Ooh. It's getting dark. Okay. So just gonna grab everything that was back here. Then I have to explore that way as well. There's a lot of stuff in here. And sometimes you have to, some stuff that you have to jump over. Alright, deconstruct that and that. What do we got in here? More seeds, more fabric. I can definitely use all of that. I don't think any of it is craftable. A blueprint. Alright, let's see what this message says. Okay, cargo ship Sorello 4. Machinery log number 436. This morning, as we were in our 17th day of space travel to Stigmar, the ship inexplicably exited hyperspace velocity. The navigation tools went crazy and all of the ship's power went down, as if it was drained by something exterior. We're going to try and make an emergency landing on this unreported planet. I'm not sure what we'll find there. The planet seems to have huge storms on the surface. I hope we'll make it. Either 3021. So that was 7 years ago, I guess. Alright, what is this? Fusion reactor. I don't know what goes there. Probably, fusion something or other. Wait, didn't I deconstruct that? Okay. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Running out of air. Gotta get back to the storage. And I'm running out of air because I took the time to read. So, I just put all this in here. Looks like I need another one of these. We'll put that in there. Right, hydration. Got water on me. Okay. Still looks pretty dry out there. I was hoping to see if water had started coming in or not. Okay, this treasure chest just keeps reappearing. That's weird. I mean, it doesn't have anything in it, but it's weird that it keeps... Hello? What was that? Did I just... What am I deconstructing? Okay. I know I've deconstructed these, though. Alright, apparently there are things to deconstruct. What was that now? I just saw a glimpse of it. I don't know. Technical debris. Tier 2 required. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that there was a tier 2 of deconstruction. Let me just go back here for some oxygen, though. There's a lot of interesting things going on in this ship. Looks like there might be something behind that, because I was able to deconstruct a wreck of some sort. Okay, this is technical debris. You know, I'm just gonna keep my deconstructor on from now on. It seems to give me important information. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna leave those there. Seems like they might respawn even if I deconstruct them. And I don't want it to be like I'm cheating and... Oh, an ore extractor. I don't want it to seem like I'm cheating and just getting a bunch of free iron, which, I mean, it's the least of the resources. So, but I still want to, be fair about it. Alright, what all do I need? Or I should say, what is more important on the scale of things? Aluminum is probably more important. Until well, I guess I'll take the sulfur. I was going to say until I know what sulfur is used for, it's not really useful. But it is. Guess I'm gonna leave the food here. The cloth and the aluminum go with me. Oh, maybe I do have room for food. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll just take my food back with me. Got all the important stuff, and heading back this way is much easier than going out to it, so I'm just gonna head this way. So it doesn't look like there's any water in the lake yet. At least not from up there. It might be a... not depth of... is it depth of field? It might just be a distance thing where it doesn't render unless you're close enough. But let's check our progress here. We are 65%. Okay, so I'm guessing we're not getting a lake until we have liquid water. Just have rain currently. But with that, I have 3 microchips, or 3 blueprints. Let's see what I got. Living compartment corner. Okay, not the one I was looking for, but still useful. Next one. Mining speed tier 3. I don't think I even made any of those yet. I should. And then the third one is a recycling machine. Okay. But, yeah, like, as I was saying, the bigger room doesn't have this thing in it, which sticks out quite a bit and makes it so that you have to overlap your desk, basically. Or maybe I just put it in wrong? I don't know. In any case, it's a little bigger, a little more spacious. Put the food away. And, oh, fabric actually goes in here as well. And everything else I just put in storage for now. And okay, so I got new stuff to build. What did we get? We got an ore extractor, which requires osmium. Okay, interesting. Extracts ore from the ground depending on where it's placed. So, trying to remember if this is how it was before. Like, if I place it here, it will say iron is its... Well, let me just gather things up for her. No, I need more power. I need one of these. So, let me just grab that super alloy. And let me make a couple. So I need 2 iron, 2 silicon, 2 aluminum, 2 of that, 2 of that. Alright. Oh, I'm missing magnesium. Let me grab another one of those. I don't think these lasers hurt. No, they don't. But I didn't want to accidentally kill myself just by getting lasered just on accident. Sorry for repetition of words. Sometimes it's hard to talk and game at the same time. Alright, so now I've got 3 of those. Just need uranium and water. Actually, might be able to get it out here now, right? Yeah. There we are. Alright. So, I'll just put another power plant here. Now I should be able to make some other things. There's another thing that uses a lot of super alloy. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, Biolab also requires osmium and super alloy. Those seem to be. I seem to be reaching the point where I need to find the resources more than um, more than just constructing everything I can. Recycling machine breaks down objects into their core components. Be interesting to see what that does. I've got all 5 screens, and I think most of this is just decoration, which I will get to eventually. I just know that things require fabric to make, and to my knowledge, fabric is a limited resource at the moment. So I can't really make it. And it's entirely based on what I find in wreckage. So, what I'm gonna do, I think, where am I going? I'm still trying to get more uh, microchips. So I'm gonna head over to that crashed ship and start exploring that one as well. This one grown as well? It is. Okay. Well, let's just store that. I couldn't remember what button to store it, or quick button to store it, so I just I didn't want to accidentally eat it. What am I getting out of here? Right. 3 iron, 2 titanium, 1 silicon, 1 food, 1 water, 1 oxygen. I suppose I can leave out this direction to save just a slight bit of oxygen. So this is another big thing that you can see right off the bat. So I kind of want to explore it, see what it has in store. Again, looking for microchips. And hopefully I will be able to get the base upgrade. So it's interesting that you can see quite a bit in there, in that cavern there, from outside. But when you go into it, you get kind of this misty aura, fog, I guess, is better. That just makes it harder to see. Seems like this seems more deserty out here, just with all the sparkling in the ground. Makes it seem like it's more sand rather than dirt, and also with all the dust blowing around. This seems more like it's a desert than the rest of the place is. Oh, there's a bunch of titanium just sitting right there. Now the entrance, I think, is this right here. So this is fairly flat. So I think I'll build something right here. And I'll put the door on this side. And I will probably have to make more storage for this as well. But by the looks of things, I will probably, light on, I will probably get enough iron from looting in order to just make it, so I didn't bring more with me. Alright, so what do we have? Gotta be careful. Oh, hey, there we go. And eggplants. Wow. I don't know if I need all of this. But I'm just gonna grab it and store it for now. If nothing else, I can just come back for it. What else is there? More eggplants. I'm quickly filling up my inventory. Alright. So grab that stuff. Mushrooms. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna store a bunch of these seeds here. Take the minerals out with me. Not that it really matters which one I grab and which one I leave. It's just... that seems better. Alright. And of course, with me saying I will be able to find enough to build something, I don't. So let me just drop that there and go looking for one piece of iron. It seems like the minerals out here are a little spread out more too. So this definitely seems like this is what is to be expected outside of your starting zone. Less materials and just more nothing, I guess, which I guess is okay. And with a mining thing, you will eventually just be getting all the ores that you need anyway, and not have to rely on what's on the ground. Alright, let's go back in here. What else can... I went the wrong way. Down the ladder. Over here. Yeah. Okay, that's empty. That's empty. I suppose I could have deconstructed that. That might have been why I didn't have enough iron. Alright. One thing I'm a little upset about, and I think this is a Unity thing more than the game, is like light doesn't really it doesn't do as well as it should, I guess. Like, oh, that's just full of iron. Okay. I guess I'm gonna... I have 3 more pieces of iron already. Okay. Guess I'm gonna leave that there. Turn this stuff in. Luckily, it's right by the entrance. Oh, got stuck. Store all of this. Except 3 iron. And then we'll go back in and continue exploring. I need water. I'll drink the one in storage rather than the one I carry, because the one I carry is probably the one I'll need in emergencies. Okay, so I think we got all of this. Getting stuck on the desk. Alright, this way. Can I deconstruct stuff? Technical debris. No. Alright. Looks like it was a learning center of some sort. Oh, what was that? Storage crate. Okay. There's a storage crate over here. More super alloy. I'll take that for sure. That looks like it's a thing, but I guess it's not. I'm just looking around. Again, following... Hello? Technical debris. I think there's hidden rooms in these places. I don't know how to get to them yet. Oh, there's a ladder going up. Oh, hello. What is this? Tuska. Ilna. Okay. And I'll head up in a moment, just heading back to unload and get oxygen. Because, well, why use your oxygen tank or your spare oxygen if you don't need to? I mean, I carry it around for the emergency of I'm really far into the ship and I can't reach a viable supply of oxygen in time. So that's my reasoning for this, and I've looked all of that. All right, upstairs. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I guess this is the only... Ah, another power plant thingy. Another one of these. I will definitely take this. Anything else to deconstruct? Technical debris. Alright. Yeah, that's probably all useful stuff. We'll take it. I mean, even if it was just normal stuff, I'd probably take it with me anyway. Deconstruct technical Rex. Hello. I don't remember that. Alright, everything's in the way. What do we have in here? A tree seed. Interesting. More seeds and more seeds. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back for that. Because I'm running out of oxygen again and running out of inventory. Well, I've run out of inventory. Looks like a lot of stuff is going to be left here as well. So I guess what I might do in this case is... Oh, what is this? Bioplastic nugget. Interesting. Oh, I need those 3. What I will probably do is, to save on time, I'm gonna just have these as temporary storage, and like when I'm done with the session, I'll just like turn off my power grid so that no advancement is made, and then just make a few trips and carry everything back to base for storing. Just so y'all don't have to sit through a bunch of back and forth, I guess. So that looks like it was that. Now, is that all I could explore? Especially knowing now that there are destructible walls? Like, that looks weird. I guess that might have been it in here. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's all that was in there. Alright, so store all of that. Now, what do we need to take back with us? Super alloy aluminum are the high priority. A new seed. Silicon is always needed. Get the food while we're here. Super alloy, this new stuff. Iridium rod would probably be a good one. Tree seed. And that's a lot of Lerma seeds. I don't remember there being that many, but maybe that was just something that was changed since I last played. Alright, I guess we'll take aluminum. Turn off the light. Yeah. So I'll haul all that back off camera, so you guys don't need to worry about it. Unless, of course, I happen to need some of it during the session. So if I start the next session, don't be surprised if there's a bajillion extra lockers with stuff in them that you didn't see beforehand, because that's where it will all the stuff would all have come from. I won't have explored any new areas or anything like that. Okay, that's just has a green shine to it. That was a bit odd looking. I was wondering if it was a different type of mineral or something. Oh, wow. That definitely looks different than I remember. Alright, we're almost back home. And this is also why I got the speed upgrades right away. Because even though it pretty much drained me of the super alloy that I had on hand, it saves travel time. Okay, so put that. Now this says bioplastic, so I'm going to put this in here with the non-minerals, just because it says it's biological. And then the rest of this can pretty much just go in storage. Let's see what these blueprints have for us. Torch Tier 2. Oh, that's new. And there we are, big living compartment. That's what I was looking for. Alright, to build the big living compartment, that does require 2 super alloy. What is going on? Didn't this just happen? Okay, well, I guess it's happening again. Oh, maybe it's happening because we just ticked over to a new terraforming stage. And, you know, this is something that's just going to happen in the background. Alright, what's... Sure seems like something's going on. Maybe not. But, yeah, so this is just going to tick by in the background. Sometimes it's going to be faster than other times. So the next stage is lakes. I assume that means that by the time we get 100%, we have lakes. Not at 100% we start getting lakes. But okay, so at this point, I guess I kind of want to restructure my base just a little bit. because I have access to this new crafting thing. So what I need to do then is build just a little storage area off to the side for all of this. What am I looking for? I need silicon and titanium, because I'm going to build another compartment. And yes, as I'm just looking back and forth here, I'm probably passing titanium. That might have been closer. You know, I'll find it eventually. Alright, so this is a lot of flat land. So, like, I kind of want to build this off to the side, just so it's out of the way. Okay. And then all of this prime real estate is where I'm going to build the majority of the base. I mean, to start off with, I think I'm going to build 4, if I can afford it, 4 of these 2x2 rooms. So, just because I know that I'm going to need that much storage. Am I down to just 1 iron? I guess so. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to have to... Oh, no, I don't have to. I can just put everything in my inventory. I can do this. There's the 3 iron I need. Okay. And I'm just going to move my stuff over here and rebuild the base a little bit. Maybe start having more of a permanent idea of where things go. And work from there. Because I wouldn't mind getting it right the first time, but I didn't have access to the things the first time. So, yeah, just gonna hope y'all just bear with me as I rebuild my base. Also, over there's a metal structure just kind of peeking over the horizon. Well, over the rocks on the horizon. So, we will definitely want to check that out as well. And of course, there's probably some new areas. I think they expanded on new things to explore. Actually, you know what? This is something I did before. I would take all the iridium and turn it into rods, because I think I'm remembering this recycling machine now. So what, as it says, it turns them into their core components. So that means that since this iridium rod is made up of 9 iridium, I can recycle the rod back into 9 iridium. So by crafting it into rods first, I can actually save, 8 space and just store iridium rods and then deconstruct them when I have need for the rods. But a lot of the iridium is now stored away over here, so that's gonna have to wait just a moment. Gonna come over here, grab a water to drink. Alright. I guess it doesn't really matter what I take. Oh, it's raining. I mean, I guess that's expected. But something I do notice is a lot of times when you have a lot of these extra things, I guess, in the atmosphere, it can slow the game down. So if things start looking a little choppy, it's probably because of all the rain. Now, I know I'm moving my base. I have other things I'm thinking about as well while this is happening. I do want to see if we are now starting to get lake water, but I'm not really seeing it yet. Like over here looks a little different, but I don't know if that's just because it's currently raining, and so the ground just looks a little different, or what the deal is. So let me just top up my oxygen here, because this thing still works. The problem I'm going to have, though, is as many times as I've been checking to see if lake water actually, or where the lake actually starts, is I'm going to get distracted with, say, building my new base. And I'm going to turn around and there's going to be a lake behind me. And I will have missed it. But let's see here. Let's grab all of this. Alright, I'm going to need that in a moment. So let's drop. I don't think anything disappears when you drop it. Like, if I drop this here, I think it stays here. But I don't know how. Excuse me. I don't know how much that's going to affect. Like, how long will it stay there? Do I need to pick it up like within 5 minutes? Do I need to pick it up within an hour? Do I need to pick it up in the session that I'm in? For all I know, I could quit out of the game and this will always be there. I'm probably gonna need to deconstruct a lot of this stuff because I kind of want. Where do I want my base? Like, it might be easier if I just move over here and start building it. Make sure that my base will fit over this little lump. Maybe build one here so I have an altitude to work with. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna deconstruct these. It's a shame that the grass goes away, but I suppose the grass might also contribute to the load of particles and stuff that might slow the game down. So I'm just putting those over here for now. I guess I have to empty this out before I can move it. And I'll just build this over here as well. Okay. Alright, what's going on now? Oh, is this the usual storm, I guess? me just take a quick look in here. Alright. Now, I think this should be good. I think the front of this is close enough that the lake should end somewhere over here. So there's enough room that I'm just not pressed up against the shore. So I think I could probably build about here. But what do I need? I need 3 iron, 3 titanium, 2 super. Might need to get that from... Right, that's the drill. A lot of the things sound similar. Wait. If this one's completely empty, I'm just gonna remove it. For now. Alright. How much super alloy do I have? I've got the hiccups, that's for sure. Okay, I've got 6. So that's enough for 3 rooms at the moment. Let me just find some water. Yeah. I don't know why I'm looking. It's in my inventory. Okay. So I have 6 super alloy. That's enough for 3 rooms. So I need more titanium and iron. And again, I do like that it's all over the world. Sometimes I wish I could make it so that it wasn't all over the world. Just because, like, I'm sure a lot of this is taking up, like, that processing power and whatnot. Not that that's too much of a concern nowadays. But sometimes, you know, things slow down. 3, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5. Let's get one more titanium and then work from there. There we are. Where am I going? This way. Okay, let's get this started. So I'm going to go over here to the slightly higher ground. Like, I'm not going to build over here. This looks like it starts to slope up and into that. But, like, if that's there, then something like here would probably be good, I think. Okay, why is it so close? There. So if I were to place it something like that, maybe? That seems like it's high enough that I won't, and it is starting to be on that slope, but that's okay. It's not too far out of the way. Like, I could move it over to here, but I still do want to have room for expansion. Is that how I want it? It's not quite, I don't think. I do have just that. So now I'm missing one more titanium. Alright. Let me find another one. There's a bunch of iron right here. There's some titanium. Here's one. Okay. I'm trying to make it so that I'm near the, let's see. If I do that, is that where I want it? Or do I actually want it one more over? Like, do I want this? You know what? Let's do that. I'm deciding things now, rather than after I've built everything. Like, I have no problem with rebuilding anything. But if I have the opportunity to make it how I like it the first time, I'm gonna try to do it. So I think that is how I want it to be. And then with stairs coming down, yeah, that looks about right. And now I don't have to deconstruct all of this and store it first. I can just go right into making this. That's a bit interesting. You can see through the corner there. Oh well. What else do I need? I don't know. A door. How about a door? That might be worthwhile. You know, iron, titanium, silicon. Just grab a silicon from over here. Because I think I've got one. Yeah. Let's put a door into this place. And a ladder. That might be good too. You know, being able to enter the place that you build. So, I'm thinking a door on the corner here. Because I might expand this direction, but probably not. So I want a door furthest over here because I'm likely to have more doors over on this side when I expand this direction. And of course, I will have probably something like this attached to the back here. Or, you know, maybe I'll build it on top. Maybe I'll have a multi-layered thing. If I can get it right. Alright, we done? No, we're at 94. Okay, so I can build one more. Let me grab some of this iron. Because I need to make a... Oh, I grabbed that ladder, I suppose. Not going to be using it before this next area is built. Alright, that should be enough. So now I can make a ladder up. I say a ladder. I mean stairs. It's kind of ladder-like. Alright, so that just locks into place there. And for the time being, I guess, let's just put this here. So I can just store that there. Alright, now I can maybe do this as I did this. It's just deconstruct the screens. How much space? Not much. Get the desks. Okay. Now, to start off with, again, when I first come in right inside here, I want to have my information available. Now I'm putting it here because this is likely going to be one of my most used doors. If not, then I'll change it up. But for now, I can do that. See, now I don't have to stack up those because this isn't here. This is just a divider between rooms. So there's enough room for that without having to overlap itself. Alright, so terraformation screen put right up here as high as I can place it. Next big one is the progress. Why is it turned that way? We'll put that maybe centered over this desk so it looks good. And things aren't going to be perfect. Blueprints, put right here. Energy and transmissions. Okay, it's about the same. I can see a little bit more over the top of the screens, not by much, but you know that terraforming index is up at the top of the screen anyway, so I don't need to have it in sight. Communications, we're gonna put over here, right next to the communication, and of course because I'm going to be expanding this way. So with that, I now have room to expand. Let me grab some more iron and titanium. So I need 3 of each. There's the 3 iron. Now for the titanium. And then I might just craft 2 more super alloy just to get myself a square base. Because I find it's a little more easier to move around and build in with a square rather than an L shape. So should have enough room here. If I do that, and it's just barely it's technically part of the same room. I guess it considers it close enough to open up the side. That's interesting. It's not really attached, but it is. Alright, so that opens up this. It's kind of interesting, though. Like, maybe I could build something close enough so that it's like down at ground level, but it just opens up this wall. And then I'd have, you know, an opening that I can just walk out of. Alright, so with that, I think I am gonna make 2 more super alloy. So let me just go gather the stuff here. Use the resources I have before I just start picking up more. So I need 2 of everything. 2 aluminum, 2 silicon. All the rest is in here. Cobalt. Alright, guess that's it. I need iron, titanium, and magnesium. Alright, now a bunch of iron and titanium. Gonna leave the stuff I don't need for the moment, just because I might not have the room. So I need 1 more iron. Let's see. And then I can also get the titanium and extra iron. one. Oh, give it to me. Okay. Now I have one extra of each. So I need 2 more iron, 2 more titanium. So 1, 1, 2, and 1 more iron. That should be what I need. Okay. Now I can make the new room. And now I kind of wish I had the stairway over here. But that's okay. I can walk around to the other side of the building. There's nothing wrong with that. Alright. So, 2 super alloy. Now makes it so that I can build this somewhere. Yeah? No? Yes. There we go. Okay. So that now gives me a big open area for my base. How are we doing here? 2%? Oh, you know what? I think I actually see it over there. Right there. Is that a little bit of water? That might be. There might be some more over there. Hey, look at that. We have water on the planet. I lost track of where it is. There it is. Okay, so I guess... Okay, I suppose it does have kind of a tide effect to it. So, there's water there. And it looked like there was a lot more over here. So let me just get oxygen top up. Alright, so this is more of the lower ground over here. The deeper part of the lake, if you will. And then it leads over that way. Doesn't look like I can drink it. Probably can't drink it even if it was here. I'm guessing there's probably going to be some kind of... needs to be purified first or something. Filtered. Something like that. Nope. Can't walk up that. Alright. But speaking of water, I guess I need to get some. Because getting dehydrated. There we go. And food. There we are. And of course some for myself. There we go. Okay. Inventory is empty. I suppose I could probably... And I can't really fit all of this into my inventory, can I? Just barely. But I think some of it go there. I can deconstruct that. Okay. So, now with the new base, I need a place for storage. And I think it needs to be somewhere where I normally get to it. But not like it's too difficult to get. So for the time being, I think I'm gonna make it so that storage starts here. So even though I was like thinking that it'd be nice to have an open area like this that I could just walk through, I think this entire area is going to be lockers. So let me just move them over here. Nope, that's facing the right way. And it's probably just a design thing, but I'm really wondering why the lockers have like this big outward part at the bottom of them. When the rest of it's just square. I think it all could be due to being square. Because right now it just looks like it's taking up more space than it needs to. Oh, looks like it's nighttime. So that is building those 4 rooms has pretty much run me out of super alloy again, which is okay. But actually, you know what? Rather than moving all of this, the inventory over again, I'm gonna leave it out there, and again, I'll just transport everything over in between sessions. So I guess I'm just gonna get back to moving the base, maybe. I mean, I don't really need to, do I? Yeah, I probably should. No sense leaving it half built. So, for the time being, maybe assemble things over here. I want to leave enough room so that I can actually get to these storage. But other than that, you know, put my crafting tables there. It'll be right next to all the storage areas. What was all this now? I deconstructed something else. I don't remember what it was. Actually, you know what? This looks like it's square. Let me do this. I'm gonna deconstruct that one. And you know, maybe a lot of my basic minerals I should just move over. Because I'm gonna be needing them, aren't I? I mean, that stuff can stay. Oh, maybe I did already move over my basic stuff. Alright. Grab the food, I guess, while I'm here. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to see if this whatever it was, biolab, can fit right over here where that was. So I need 1 more super alloy, 1 aluminum, 1 osmium. There's the osmium. Let's put some of this away that I don't need. Actually, most of this can go over here. Okay, so I need 1 more super alloy, which is those 2. Iron. Cobalt. What am I missing? Silicon, magnesium. Alright, let me grab 1 of those. There's magnesium. I should probably get that mining upgrade soon too, since I have available at tier 3. I think all it does is speed up the process of mining, which eventually becomes obsolete. But for now, it's worthwhile. Okay, got that. I just need one more aluminum. And I should be able to... I want to build it from outside so I can see where I'm actually placing it. Can I attach it? I can. Okay. Now let's take a look. Okay. So now I can make, like, biological stuff. And squash. Yeah. Algae. Mushrooms. Okay. I don't know if I want it facing this way, though. This way would seem like rotate it counterclockwise once. Might be more of what I'm going for. Let me try that. Alright, so deconstruct it, build it. Yeah, I think that's how it was. Let's see that. Yeah, that way the screen is right here when I walk into the room. And then I could take this not biolab, what is this thing? I could take this, and either place it on top or place it out here. Let me see how this looks. Okay, so if I were to place this, can it attach in the middle? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so in that case, it would probably need to attach right there. Now, is there any iron just sitting out here? I mean, there is. Just I was hoping it would be a lot easier to find. Alright. So now I can put this stairway back over here. Oh, no. I need a door. Door is silicon and titanium. There's a silicon. And there's some titanium. There's a lot of titanium, actually. Oh, hydration's getting low. Just need one iron. One iron. There we are. Okay. It's raining. No, guess not. I'm in a spacesuit. There's no oxygen. Let me... Speaking of no oxygen... let me get some oxygen. Is there any water in here for me to drink? No. There's plenty out here, though. Okay. Now, let me build a door. Should automatically fit. Yep. And build this stairway. Now, how does this look? So I come in the front door. All of the important information that I want to look at is right at hand, or left at hand, as the case may be. I can immediately walk over here and see this one. Then I can walk back here and see this one. This one, however, has a lot of information that one of these that this screen already has. So, but not at at the accessibility. Ooh, hello. Apparently there's different lighting in that room. Okay. So that's up and running. What else do I have over here? The blueprint sign. Okay. So I can just make signs now. At this point, there isn't much left in here. So I think I can just deconstruct this stuff. And just, take it with me. Can't quite fit all of that, but let's store it over here. Or in here. Yeah, it's just temporary. Like I said, I will move all the extra stuff that I've gotten and turn off the power so that no progress is made that way. Let's just store this. But yeah, so I will sort things out, make it more presentable in between, and I will turn off the power so that no progress is made and nothing is missed. I mean, at the current rate, though, I could probably just leave the power going and nothing bad would happen. But it's more about unlocking this stuff. Because, seeing when that stuff unlocks is kind of fun, too. Alright, so we'll store all that there. And I suppose I technically did just remove all the heaters. So, silicon, titanium, aluminum. There's 2 aluminum, titanium, and then 2 rods. So for now, I'm just gonna put this here and here. There's probably a better place that I can put them. But like I said, this is gonna all be storage lockers. Do I have any food at the ready? I do. Which of course means that I should probably rebuild food growers. So aluminum, iron, water. And the 2 food. Alright. So grow the food. Right here. Again, temporary placement. Maybe what I'll do is so that since this stuff has to be inside out of the way, like the food might be good to be placed in here because that's kind of what this place is for. So yeah, let me just undo this hasty placement. Let's how would the easiest way be? Just right here? Just kind of like here. Line it up with that a little bit. Second one there. Things are, of course, not necessarily going to be exactly aligned, just because there is no grid to snap them to. I mean, sometimes there is, like when putting up the lockers, there's a grid, but apparently not with that kind of stuff. Um, hmm. So next, I think what I want to do is build an upper area. Just a small one. Need another iron. Just let me try this out here. Can I place it on top? I can. Okay. Eventually, I'll probably want the big rooms, but I don't have access to the big rooms right now. And then I want to make a ladder, so iron, cobalt. There we go, cobalt. Now I can make an indoor ladder and place it there. I can still reach that. So when I do this, it gets me up here. So I know I just built these, but I just kind of had this idea. Just place these up here, out of the way. And then leave the space open here for other stuff. Okay, so that's the beginning of the base. And I think it's a good start. But let's get back to exploration. Now I know from previous plays, or at least this is how it used to be, is there were some places that were just easier to explore before you had water. Or before you had lakes, sorry. Every place is easier to explore if you have water with you. So I'm gonna take a water, a food, oxygen if I can find it. Nope, it's in the other one. So I'll grab it on the way out. And my usual 2 titanium, 1 silicon, 3 iron. Take that with us as we explore. I suppose with the 6 items that I'm taking with me, I don't necessarily have to have some spare oxygen with me, but it's good to have, I think. Alright. So, places we can go. I want to go over here first, because I've already built a mid-stop, I guess, over here in the, what I coined the aluminum forest. That looks a bit weird. Maybe it's just because it's turning night. Maybe it's because I'm getting into this biome. I don't know. But like, this biome kind of turns blue. I think I mentioned that before. And it's okay. It's kind of hard to see things at this color scale. Or of this color scale. Ooh, that's bright. Yeah, things are really bright in here. The bloom is turned up. There's a few things in here, though. Okay, I do have a little bit of excess iron. Right, take that. Okay. So before I get ahead of myself, my inventory is, of course, already full. But I do like to loot containers and just take them back with me. So this is yet another place for me to store things. Just put it all there and take back the stuff that I'm gonna take with me. That can be stored there. But there is another ship, a small ship, right over here. It's got some stuff in it, I'm sure. And all of these containers are, all these chests that I open up are random. I don't know what dictates what's inside them. Like, I know I have found different things in chests, and I don't know what determines what a chest has in it before you open it. I just know that it can change. Like, if I had saved right before opening this chest and opened it up and then quit and then logged back in, it would have different things in it. Let's see, I can put one of the iron back. Take this with me. So that's that. And once, of course, once you open it, that's the inventory it's going to have. I am turned around. There we go. Now I know where I'm at. So, where the first time you open it, it may be random. After that, of course, it will keep track of everything that was in it. Okay. Now that I've done that, moving on to more exploration. That was just a small little thing, and I'm going to leave a lot of this aluminum lying around for the time being. I will definitely mine it later, but at the moment I have a decent supply, and it's just going to fill up my inventory. So I'm heading towards that thing back there, because I pointed that out earlier, and it's just an interesting thing. I do also want to go back to that canyon over there, but also point out that there's another biome over to the east. That's just a bunch of, I don't know, diagonal spears sticking into the ground. There's spears of rock, of course. And a lot of these biomes you can kind of, they're different enough that you can tell when you're in a new biome. But this is a big metal object that you could see pretty much from the start. And I don't know what a lot of these biomes are called, but like I said, you can tell when you've gone from one biome to the other. I want to try to make it over to this little building right over here before I run out of oxygen. Actually, you know what? Let's not risk it. Let's just do this. Play it safe. Here we go. So again, there's a lot of stuff on the ground, but not as much as in your starting area, which ends up underwater. But this is, I don't really know what this is, but it is another place to explore. You know, you've got this entrance here. So I like to build yet another one of these. I guess That's always going to stay at that angle. And put the door facing that. Ooh, tier 5 backpack. I can't build the tier 4 one. Well, I can build the tier 4 one, but I don't have the supplies to build the tier 4 one yet. Let's just drink the water. Put on the flashlight. Just check some of these first few chests. That was a bit weird. The light came back on. Alright. So this is another place to explore it. This looks more like it was a building that was built here and just sank into the sand, more than something that that crashed. Like they built it and didn't put a stable foundation in and it just sank, or maybe an earthquake or something. And then of course the sand came in and covered up more of it. But like everything is at an angle in here. I'm just going through and getting the debris out of the way first, I think. Because this is one of the places that's easier to explore before the water comes in. It's just this cave in the back here. There's not much to it. You know, maybe I don't need all this iron in my inventory. And it doesn't really look like there's too much to this. So, just gonna grab, well, actually I need 3 iron, don't I? One of those back, grab that iron. And we'll head back. Oop. And of course, this is why I keep a spare oxygen on me. Because sometimes I just lose track of what I'm doing. And maybe get turned around and lost on the way back. Alright, so know the drill. Just another storage thing. Place everything in it. So at this point, you know, I've used my oxygen, I've used my water. I'm actually gonna just head back and get a resupply. I can't remember if that was there the last time I played. That looks like a canyon of some sort, right? I'll have to explore that. Let's see, what was... Oh yeah, heading back for supplies. I have my little outpost out here. I wanted to get that out here too. You know what? If I'm heading back for supplies, I might as well take everything with me when I'm heading back. You know, it's right here. I'm here. Don't leave empty-handed, basically. Take the stuff with me. I'll put it to good use at some point, I'm sure. Plants, like all of these that I'm getting, I think, at least at the point that I last played, they're limited resources. So it may seem like I have a bunch of them, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to use them all before I get through this. And, you know, it might have changed. maybe I won't. Maybe they are for more of a slow playthrough. Um, not saying that I'm doing a fast playthrough, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going faster this time just because I know at least somewhat of what I'm doing. Like, a lot of this stuff I have explored, like in previous games. Like over there, I've been into the whatever those are. It's kind of like a canyon, but it's more like all of those rocks have been built up around it. It seems. I don't know if that's meant to be a natural structure or not, but just with the way that it looks, like all of those, and it's partly because it's a game. I know. Um, your assets are going to be very similar to one another. While I'm here, let's grab some more aluminum, I guess. No, grab the chip. But like that area seems more like, like a Stonehenge type thing, where you don't know how it was made. You just know that somebody made it, or it looks like somebody made it. It's not. It doesn't look like a natural formation, and I could be wrong. Maybe places like this over here, while it looks like it has a very similar texture to it, this looks more um, natural than that does. That just looks like, again, like I said, a Stonehenge type thing. You got your rocks, you got them cut out to the specifications that you want, and you placed them. That's what that looks like to me. All right, back here, got another blueprint. Oop. Maybe not the best place for a ladder. Thinking about it. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for oxygen. I don't have any over here. Maybe it's in the other place. All right, let's see what this blueprint has. Area lamp. Okay, good. And then I'm gonna be heading out a different way. I'm just gonna set up some outposts, I guess. For to start doing exploration out of some places to, that that you can make two in one go, and not have to worry about it. Lake bed is definitely rising. Drink one, take one, pass it around. And all right, so this is my last oxygen capsule. I think I can craft more. What am I missing? Nothing. Okay. So, actually, you know what? I'm gonna head this way, because I know over here is another thing to that'll help with progress. So, like I said before, I had used up all my super alloy. Sure, I got a little bit more off of treasure chests and whatnot, but there is actually something in here. And just give me a second here. All right. Sorry, it was felt like something was getting stuck in my throat. So, and I don't know why there's this blue tinge here, but this is just kind of a maze of all of these. There's some dead ends. I don't really know my way around here too much. I mean, it's not that difficult to get through, but like going for any one specific place in here uh, can be a little difficult. But I wanted to get here, and I didn't actually get here in the direction I thought I would. Normally I come through here, right? Yeah, this looks more like what I'm used to seeing. So here is another place. Looks like somebody tried to live here. Um, Again, not sure how much time has passed since all this stuff happened, but try and... There's a flat area. But, you know, like, the ship crash, or... I mean, it is a crash, but the ship on the plateau over there had said that they ran out of power. They were going to have to come in for a landing to see what was here. That was 7 years ago. But that doesn't seem like it's the only thing that has happened. Can I make that? I can. But the reason why I'm here is because of this. It's up on these cliff sides is a bunch of super alloy. It's just scattered about. Not sure why it's up here. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff to deconstruct. But yeah, I don't know why all of that stuff is up here. Like, maybe this is supposed to be where super alloy can be found, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe something happened and this is just where the debris field happened to be. Alright, so got a little bit of stuff. And over here, hey, more mushroom seeds. Eat the food, grab the stuff. Gotta go back for oxygen. Now, I know that there's health, so I don't know. I think that there's fall damage, but I don't think it's all that bad. Like, from there to there, that's just fine. But if I were to jump off the edge there, that would probably be too much. So I prefer to take it safe. Play it safe. Don't jump off the edge. Alright. And actually what I want to do here is iron and silicon is what I need for that. So there's an iron. It's a silicon. I want to make a crafting station here. Oxygen capsule. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Let me just grab a few more pieces of super alloy. And I'm gonna head back and just make myself better oxygen supply and backpack. Because I should have enough of the super alloy by now. And, you know, picking this up is... Oh, gotta be careful. Don't want to fall off the edge. I should be able to find enough up here. Like I said, it's scattered about, so it's not too much. But, you know, if I only need 3 super alloy to make everything, or to make each thing, then it shouldn't be too difficult. It should be enough to make what I need and then come back. That's where I came up. Jump across here. I think I saw one over here. Ooh. Nope. That doesn't feel like I can make it across there. Oh, there's one right there. And over there. And yes, I know that my oxygen is going down. I have the oxygen capsule just for this specific reason. But I know I was going to spend a little extra time up here just to gather some super alloy. So, you know, I've got 9 at now as it is. I'm gonna kind of push it to the limit for the oxygen. I mean, that's close enough, I guess. Just do that. And it's really dark. Got a flashlight. Hey, might as well use it. And I'm just trying to figure my way through. Alright, this should probably be enough. I don't want to run out of oxygen now that I've had now that I have all of this. I think I need to head back this way. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. And then I can just walk through here. Did I loot this one yet? No, I did not. Okay. Oh, that didn't help. Oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. Okay. I didn't fall. Really, I didn't fall. Let me just put some of this away. Because I also remember that hydration load. Well, I've got water. Okay. Somewhere over here, it is holy cow, it's hard to see. Why is it so dark over here? Like, over here somewhere is a treasure. And that in itself is more super alloy and aluminum. Aluminium. Okay, so with this, I'm gonna just go ahead and... Hello, rocket engine? Neat. Okay, I'm gonna store that. Store the flour. Mainly what I need is the super alloy this trip. So, I've got that. I'm gonna head back to base and craft a few things. I'm gonna craft some better oxygen tanks and some Uh, backpack storage space. Might make things a little easier. And the reason why I'm not opening that right away... Oh, this is a dead end. See, I told you there's dead ends. I'm not opening the chest right away because, like I said, I don't know what affects how good of treasure there is inside the things. I have a suspicion that the further in the game you progress, the better the treasure chests are. So at some point it'll stop giving you all the basic stuff that you can find everywhere and start giving you more things like super alloy or a bioplastic, I think is what it was called. The, the orange thingy. So when I go when I go exploring for treasure, yeah, I'm gonna open up everything. But I also don't want to just leave everything till the last bit, because then you're just missing out. Alright, let's put some of this away and craft an oxygen tank. I need to remove my current one, which, let me check this. 280 is what it's currently. This makes it 370, so another 90 oxygen. Not bad. 4 tiers of oxygen for 270. I think it was like 50 and 50 for the first 2. I can't remember. Alright, I need better backpack space. So, both tier 4 and tier 5 are here. They both take super alloy and a titanium. Okay, so let's grab the titanium. Let's put some of this away because I'm gonna need the space. Tier 4. Now that looks like it just adds another 4. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, another 4. So the next tier might add another 4. Titanium. Titanium. There you are. Alright. Oh. 3, 6, 7. That added a whole new row to the right. So that added 7 more. Is that the same amount? That is the same amount. I now have a locker on my back. Okay, so that was that. Jetpack, though. I do think I have a rocket engine, don't I? I do have a rocket engine. Okay, so I can make a second one with iridium, uranium, and superalloy. Let's try that. Uranium, iridium, uranium. Okay, so there's a second rocket. Now I just need titanium. Jetpack. I guess that goes on there. Allows to fly in the air, increase displacement speed. How does it work? Ah, double jump. Interesting. Ah, but it's more of a hover, right? It's not so much as of you flying as you hover. But maybe that'll help with falling. Oh, I do know what it will help with. Uh, Give me just a second to grab a water. Helps with slopes. Like, okay, over here. I think it's also faster, isn't it? Maybe? I don't know. It's loud though, so I try not to use it all that often. So like over here, you get to parts where it gets too steep to climb. You can use jetpack to go up it. So now going up there is no longer a long trek around the side. So that's good. All right. What am I doing now? I got a whole bunch of super alloy. Let me see what I can craft here. I've got most of that. An ore extractor might not be a bad thing to do. Some more nuclear reactors, since I have the super alloy now, or some super alloy. Just get some of that power built up. How much uranium do I have? I have 2. So maybe just build 2. What do I need for them? 2 water. Okay. So over here, of course, we've got our water. Okay, we've only got 3 because I had already drank 1. So we'll put up that. And we'll start taking some of these down. Because I think one power plant provides, what, 7 of those steel? Start here, all that stuff. And again, looks like a mess right now. I'll clean it up in between sessions. Alright, power is still up. How much power do I have in excess? 7. So it's just barely up. Alright, can I build another one of these? I can. And again, I know that there's a text box on the front that I can mark as what's being stored in there. But as far as space is concerned, I mean, they take up the same amount of space whether they're facing this way or this way. But if they face this way, they're taking up the wall space. So I would have to make... they take up more horizontal room, I guess. Whereas here, they are just a little bit further out. But I have access to, 4 of them in the space of where I would have access to. Alright, plants are back here. So I think these are ready to harvest. And I definitely need to eat one of them. Also, since, that big ice cube has started melting and the lake is starting to fall in, fill up, whatever, I think all the ice that you would normally find on the ground has melted. So, I don't have access to ice anymore. So I am actually now reliant upon the water being created on its own now. Now, part of the reason why I like to get as much of this stuff as I can to begin with is because obviously, you know, if you do this, you can mine it. This you can mine. But this, okay, this one's still mineable. Where was it? Yeah, like this. No? In any case, at some point, maybe they fixed it. At some point, it was that if it was just under the water surface, you couldn't mine it anymore. But that might have just changed. Or fixed, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah. Maybe I didn't need to clear all this out. Not that I'm going to be, you know, harvesting all of that anyway. The ore extractor is something that I want to build, but not until I have enough power to build it. So, okay, this should be enough for another plant. And nothing can go wrong with all my nuclear power just sitting in one spot, can it? Okay. But with that power, I should have enough to make one of these, which requires 34 energy. And I've currently got 94 spare. Okay, so this uses osmium, which I've just gotten access to. Did I build something with it? I did, didn't I? What did I build that used osmium? Was it the Biolab? That's what it was. Okay then. Let me just go back up here and see if the ice has melted some more. I mean, the heat has been going up consistently. We're at 6.14 billion, I think, for terraforming index. So maybe a little more ice has melted. Maybe I can get further into the cave. Maybe it has melted off of these pieces of osmium that I was hoping for. Excellent. That part of the cave is still sealed off, though. Okay. That's all I wanted. I just wanted a couple pieces of osmium. Now I can start mining stuff. Gotta remember I'm at free fall if I'm not using this jetpack. So, there we go. And I may not have made too much progress in the terraforming aspect of this. I did do a lot of exploring. I did some base reconstruction. I think it's better off this way. Like I said, if I didn't do this now, I'd spend a lot more time doing it later. And I probably will do this again later if something happens and I get something really cool that wants to be placed in a certain spot. I'll rearrange. So I need iridium super alloy. Let's just grab that. Super alloy. Iridium. And titanium. Okay, So these not only produce heat and pressure, 17 and 15. So, almost as much as a tier 3 heater, and pressure of 15, which is basically a tier 3 drill. I mean, it is a drill, after all. So, what does this do? So, if I went over here and I just placed it like this, then as you can see, it's a drill. It starts mining. It's really loud. And it has iron right down there. I'm just going to back off so it's not so noisy. So iron is just the reference for basic minerals. So this is going to mine up basic minerals and put it in that chest. I don't know how long it takes in between, but apparently longer than I've given it. And once the chest is full, so once it's mined up 20 things, that's all it will do until you come and empty it out. So this is one of those things that you can't forget about and have to check up on constantly. But being right outside there, I can just let it sit and do its own thing, and I can go explore, I can build, whatever else there is to do. I think that's mostly it, though. Exploring, building. Oh, hydration. Thank you for the critical warning. Completely forgot about it at the initial warning. Alright. But yeah, now I can just come back here and get any of the basic 5 minerals. And it's random. It says iron down here, but it's the basic materials random. So then I can take that, and if I were to just deconstruct this, and I know that there were specific places back when I played, but I kind of want to go in here because this seems like it's an iridium place. So if I were to go in here, wait until the atmosphere gets all dark and mysterious. If I were to place this here, I expect that, yeah, iridium is now what it's mining for. So it will basically mine for iridium and also pick up miscellaneous other stuff. But coming to think of it, that's not what I want first. Like, anyone that you set up is going to produce your basic ores. I just really wanted to place that there to see if that was a place where that was different than your standard ore generation. So let me just go back here, top up my oxygen. It is nighttime, so it's dark, and I apologize. You can't see much. But that's a Unity thing more than anything. But what I do want to do is I want to place this over here. And I'm placing it over here in the aluminum place because I know, at least back in the day, all of a year ago. Uh, the drills here, of course, would produce aluminum. And why would I prefer aluminum over iridium? Well, I don't really. I want them both. But just to be sure, aluminum. So, what this is doing that's better than the other one is, of course, it's getting all the basic stuff and aluminum. And what does that mean? That means that you can then take it in here, put up a one of these advanced craft stations, and actually got what I need to build one. That means every time I come here to harvest stuff, I can then just walk inside here and turn it into super alloy. And what that does is not only makes it so that everything I harvest can be turned into super alloy, but it's then only 1/6 of the storage space that I need to take back with me, back to my my place, my outpost. No, that's an outpost. My base. There we go. So that in effect is now mining super alloy. At this point, though, I'm getting close to the end of my knowledge of this game. At least temporarily, until I'm reminded of what comes next. But like a lot of this, when I played it last, I could get lakes, and then that was it, I think. Like, all of this stuff, I don't know what this does. I can make assumptions based on what they are. Fertilizer might make plants grow faster. I mean, maybe there's different things of this where you use fertilizer, and then you can, make the growth speed faster, because growth speed is on here. So that means that is something that can change, I assume. Explosive powder? No idea what that's used for. Fertilizer, and there's 2 tiers of fertilizer too. Bioplastic, I don't know. I don't recall being able to get algae in the last time I played. So that's probably something new as well. And of course, almost all of this stuff is brand new to me. Like, I think tier 4 heaters were a thing. Drill, yeah, I think these tier 4s might have been available, but I can't really recall. Tier 3 ore extractor, interesting. Extracts rarer ores from the ground. Extracts ore from the ground depending on where it's placed. Okay, so I guess I don't know what's considered a rarer ore. Maybe the super alloy is a rare ore. Maybe that's what that's referring to. It extracts ore from the ground depending on user selection. So that seems like you can place it anywhere, and not have to travel all over the planet in order to get the resources you need. That's kind of cool. Nuclear fusion didn't exist when I last played. Mutagen Tier 3, which I guess means that there's a Tier 2. But then there's also this screen over here. None of this. I don't think any of this was over here. I know this food grower tier 2 was in the game when I played, but I don't recall it being over here. I thought it was just in that main in the main screen over here in this one. I thought it was like up here somewhere. But let's see. There's other things that I need to build, like the launch platform. This is an important one that I've kind of skipped. Well, not skipped, I just haven't done it yet. Titanium and iron is what I need. Just one of each in here. Okay. There's 2 more of that. And titanium. Nope. I have to go out and get some titanium and some water while I'm out here. You know what? That is always a good reminder for myself. There we go. Stay hydrated myself. Okay. Now then, I need some titanium. Maybe I should have looked at my drill first. No, I put my drill over there. This titanium is closer. And eventually, you know, while the ore may be closer out on the ground, just the amount that you would get from the extractor would make it more beneficial to go out and get that. Alright, so this is a big thing. This takes up a lot of space for what it does. I think I placed it here before. I think I'm going to do that again. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. Because I just want it over here. It's close by. I suppose I could put it over here instead. You know what? Sure, why not? Let's put it over here. Let's get some of this out of the way. And see how well it fits. It might not fit over here. Like, what side do I want facing me? I think it's like this. Okay. I build it there. That's fairly high up. Let me get my oxygen back and have a look here. Okay, that is a little bit high up, more high up than I want it to be, and it's also backwards. Let me deconstruct it, see if I can get it placed a little better. So I want it facing this way. Hey, it looks like it places a little better. But it's... let me fix that. I also don't want it hanging off into the sea. Okay. So maybe something like that? There we go. It is all the way into the ground. It's not floating like my base is. I might fix that up too at some point. But okay, so this is the launch platform. Up here, I can build rockets. So this is the basic one. It attracts uranium asteroids, gives a global heat generation bonus. And this one tracks iridium asteroids and gives a global generation bonus by protecting the magnetic field. Down at the bottom. Okay, so sending one of these up into the atmosphere, it will attract a uranium asteroid, and a whole bunch of asteroids will come crashing down. And its effect is heat multiplier 1,000%, and this one does pressure 1,000%. So what that does is basically using the first one of each is going to multiply your heat and pressure output tenfold. So while that's keeping track of, or the larger number is what it's currently at, the bottom number, or the smaller number, is how much per second it's producing. So this is producing 75 pk per second. If I sent up a uranium rocket, then that 75 would turn into a 750, and that is a permanent bonus. So the first one will multiply it by 10 because you don't have any bonuses. The second one it's additive, so it improves it by 1,000%. So the first one gives 1,000%, which is 10 times. The second one also gives 1,000%, which is basically a times 2. It's not another times 10. It would be 1,000% and then added another 1,000%. So you'd have a 2,000%. So it's not another times 10. It is effectively times 2 of what you already have at that point. So that is a really big thing to get off the ground. Also, it provides iridium and uranium, which I don't know off the top of my head where to get uranium. Obviously, this new area right over here gives me iridium. So what do I need? I need a rocket engine, 2 superalloy as the basis of the rocket, and then silicon and cobalt. Alright, so I need a bunch of superalloy. Let me go back into this canyon over here and pick up the rest of the superalloy, because I think making the rocket itself also requires superalloy, or the rocket, which is then going to be turned into a space rocket. Okay. And this is probably going to chew through the last bit of my superalloy. But at this point, I do have a way to get more. It's not a fast way to get more, but it is a way to get more. It also looks like, as I'm walking through here, I see some aluminum. So, oh, that's a dead end. I will be getting those treasures eventually, but not quite yet. But it looks like there is aluminum scattered throughout this area as well. Oh, that's not a good sign. Only 3 super alloy. Grab the uranium though. I suppose the normal minerals as well. I can almost take everything. Sure, why not? Actually, I can take everything. Drink the water. Take the statue. So hopefully I'll be able to get these 2 rockets up into the air and get things going at a times 10 pace. I suppose if need be, I can deconstruct some things. And I've walked into a dead end again. I mean, this isn't really a hard place to navigate. I just tend to, like, apparently there are just 2 dead ends on either side, one on either side, that I just walk toward because, you know, I'm just trying to get my way through, and I'm not apparently staying to the middle. So, just lost my train of thought. Sorry. Rockets. That's what I'm doing. Okay, getting this this alloy up here. Now I need 2 super alloy and a rocket engine in order to do each of these. So each rocket engine requires iridium and uranium. Let me put some of this back. And hello. Must have clicked the down arrow. Okay. Eat this real quick. Alright, so I need 1 rod and 2 uranium and a super alloy. So I can build that. Now, need 2 super alloy, either 3 cobalt or 3 of this. So let me just put some of this away. Then we'll go. Do I have enough, first of all? Let's just go launch one of the rockets. But first, do I have another? I do have 1 and 2, so it doesn't matter which rocket I send up first. Now normally you can click the climb button, but I've also found out you can just fly up here if you're in a hurry and don't think about clicking. Okay, so do I want the heat multiplier or the pressure multiplier? I have enough to do both, I think, if I still have enough super alloy. So I think I'm going to do this one first, because uranium is also power. Or it provides power for me. So that built this rocket here. Pretty good. And there's this great big red button. Yeah, Excuse me, give me a second. Sorry about that. Alright, so, a great big red button. And I can press it. And... okay. It seems... a little unsteady. So, what that does... oh, how am I going to get that now? That makes this storm happen. I can't get things up there. Here, come over this way. I think meteors are based off of where you are currently. So, yeah. There's not many of these either. Just have to make sure that I don't get hit by them. That one landed okay. So I think I'm going to move this rocket platform. But first, so as I said, the heat is now at 752 per second rather than 75. Next one I launch is going to increase this 67 to 670. But I also remember that the asteroids are, they fall based on where you are standing. So if I had built this, or if I'm standing over by that portal thingy, sorry, that's what it looks like to me. That big object over there looks like a Stargate. If I was over there, then the asteroids would be streaking in and hitting over there. So I want to move this over here where I originally thought I would put it. And I guess the reason for that is so that the impact points will be centralized around here rather than next to that big mountain that I can't get up to. So, guess let me just move everything over. Right, those are the drills. I keep forgetting that. I keep hearing that noise. And I'm like, ooh, is there incoming? Do I have to duck and cover? Alright, so let me just move these things. Let's put them over here for now. Just out of the way. Maybe I'll find a place for them in the future. Let me put all of this extra stuff away. I mean, I know I'm going to use it for crafting the next rocket. But that doesn't mean I have to be carrying it. Well, maybe it does. Let's grab some more iron and make another storage. It's lined up. Okay. So that's all good. Now let's move these nuclear power plants, shutting down all the power in the area. move them over here for the moment. I'm just putting them over here because I don't know where to put them yet. Alright. Now this I'm putting over here. And then we'll launch the second rocket from over here. Is this the way I want it facing? No, I want the stairs toward me. Do I, though? This might be the better placement. Because if I can get this low enough, if I did that, like one of the things I recall doing is just flying up like that. And that's just easier. Then the rocket is over on this side and further away from my mountain. Okay. I like it like that, even if the stairs do go off into over there. Now I need water. Water. Nope, that's not water, that's food. Water. Okay. Now let's get that second rocket up, shall we? I need a bit of everything because I think I'm out of... nope, there's one. Super alloy. Now I'm out. Okay. I need a third one, so I need iron aluminum. Iron. Craft. Super alloy. Gives me 3 super alloy. Now, I need iridium and uranium, which I think were over here. So I got that. And I take the silicon that I had in my pocket. And just go over here. And up the ladder. And we place down this other rocket. Before I launch that, though, you know, the first rocket that went off brought stuff. So maybe I should, you know, collect some of this uranium that's just sitting around before it goes away. Alright. And the neat thing about this is, since they glow like this, they are easy to find at night. So they do last a while, and they're easy to spot. So there was one that landed over here. A lot of the rubble has despawned, so it's no longer in the way. You get a decent amount of these too. Like I believe this was how you obtain uranium. Other than like a small initial starting bunch, which you had to use for the rocket. I think one landed over there somewhere, but I think one landed in the lake bed as well. Let me just have a look over here and see if I can find it. The water's really coming in now, though. Kind of looking for all the rubble that would have been strewn about. I'm not really seeing it. Maybe it's underwater? Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm technically submerged. But, because you can hear the bloop bloop type noises. And the screen kind of goes dark. Well, I don't know where that one landed. I got 3 of them or so. 3 or 4 of them. That's good enough. 2 of them landed up there. I have no way of getting up there. So that's just... I am kind of concerned, though. Like, my oxygen supply looked like it was getting pretty low. And I don't recall getting a notice of you're running low on oxygen. But maybe it did and I just didn't hear it. But anyway, let's launch this rocket. Launch to space. Again, it's going to take off. It doesn't drift like the other one did. And we now have incoming danger. Landed over there. Okay. Want to try to make sure that I see where they go. Not sure I'll be able to get that one. That one, it might fall to the ground. There's that one. Then that one. Oh, there's another one. And another one. That's a lot more than I thought there would be. Okay, so mostly over there. 1 or 2 in the lake bed. You can see the red. And 1 over here. So I might not be able to get this one that landed over here. But I'll try. I'll check it out. It hit the side. I think this is all the debris from it. Is this where it hit? Maybe? Over here? This looks like it was a lot of stuff from it. No? Huh. Well, I guess it got stuck up there then. Oh, hey, look at this. Remember how I said uranium kind of is easy to spot? Well, once the rocks are gone, or once the debris rocks are gone, then you have this that's left over. And I know for certain that these stay for a while, but they do eventually despawn. So grab them when you see them, because they will go away. Again, I don't know how much of a timer there is before they go away, but probably like half a day in game. Then they disappear. But like right off the bat, you can see where the meteors landed because there's a great big red glow from the meteor itself. And then as the debris disappears, the ore itself will remain. So I could gather it right now, but I think I'm pretty much at the end of the session. A bit of progress was made. I didn't really build too many new things for terraforming. Um, but, I've multiplied how much terraforming I am doing of heat and pressure by 10. So that's kind of a big step. The terraforming index is kind of slow at the moment. Um, Probably waiting on a few of these things to get done. Or maybe, I just have to send up some more rockets. Um, Other than that, I will collect all of that iridium that landed over there and over there. But I think I'm gonna do that off stream. I'm just gonna, let me put this away real quick. Having an inventory, a pocket full of radiation isn't necessarily a good thing. So one more of these here. And as I said, this entire wall is going to be lockers. So don't be surprised when I come back next week and it's just a big line of lockers. But just so you know, I'm not going to be... I suppose I could leave that. Once the power's turned off, nothing actually works. So at this point, power's turned off. There is no progress on the terraformation index. I'm at 8.5 MTI. I'm gonna go over there, grab that stuff, go over there, grab that stuff, and then go to all my lockers and bring all the stuff home. I'm gonna fill this place up with more lockers and fill the lockers up with stuff. So with that, let's see. Today, or I should say, this week has been a bit off for me. I've been dealing with computer issues since not as bad, but still computer issues since like last week sometime, and that has thrown off my schedule. Thrown it off to the point where I started on Saturday instead of Sunday. Give me just a second here. Okay, so, and since I started on Saturday, thinking it was a Sunday, my entire week schedule is off by a day. So when I was streaming Honkai Star Rail, it was on Saturday instead of Sunday. Pokemon was Sunday instead of Monday. This is now Monday instead of Tuesday. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do the last two streams of this week a day early as well. So tomorrow I'm hopping back into Honkai Star Rail, getting a bit further there. I've got a bit more. It's a gacha game, so I have a bit more stuff that I can spend. I do not really pay to play. I do a minimal amount. I spend $5 here and there, but that's pretty much the extent of it. So I'm doing that tomorrow, and then Wednesday is going to be Genshin Impact instead of Thursday. And then I'm gonna take a 3-day weekend. Hopefully relax. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. And go from there. So that's how it's gonna be for the rest of this week. Next week, I'm gonna go back on schedule Sunday through Thursday for all the things that I do. And let me just stand in the doorway so I'm not losing oxygen, but I can still have a view. Um, so yeah, that's my schedule. Uh, Hopefully it's not bothering too many people that it's been off like this. But yeah, I think, like I said, I'm calling it here. I'll tidy up a bit, consolidate my resources here at the base, and then next time should be a bit more of a consolidated base with no actual terraformation progress. I don't think that there is a limit to the number of days. It's just based off of water and food. So uh, nothing other than that should have progressed by next time. But speaking of next time, hope to see you guys next time. And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.